David again, and I really would like to continue the idea of listen up. In the previous video we talked about how we don't hear the things that are around us, but how many times do we hear the things that are straight at us? My sweetheart and I, the redhead, went out to get a steak, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. The waiter came up, and he's naturally, just like all waiters do, he says, "How are you doing?" And I said, "Finer than a frog hair, split 4 ways, sanded twice, polished out to a fine sheen, and waxed." Say that 5 times fast. If you're like 90% of people, you would have done exactly what he did. I can't do that. I looked at him like, well, yeah, you could have. Then he proceeded to take our order. We had our meal, wonderful meal, had a nice sirloin. And when I went to order it, and here is an issue with words. He asked me, he said, "How do you want that steak?" "Well, medium or rare." Well, I didn't want it any of those. I have to fit it in somewhere in between. I wanted it a little bit on the rare side of medium rare. Okay, so therefore the hand gestures come in trying to explain it. Now my waiter's got to go back to the cook and say this is what he wants. So he did exactly what he should have done. He said, "So you're saying you still want the center cool, not just pink?" Bingo! But I want the rest of the steak nice and warm. You know, got that grayish brown look to it. But he still had not figured out the first one. My sweetheart and I finished our meal, had a wonderful sweet potato with the marshmallows, all of that awesome stuff that you get to enjoy when there's not a lot of noise and crowd in the restaurants, because you're getting to go at a time when, well, other people can't go. You know, that reminds me of a video I saw the other day about network marketers. One of the beauties is we work where we want to, when we want to, how we want to, with who we want to, at the time we want to. In other words, I'm the boss. But I also learn lessons as Dumped on Joe. After we had finished that wonderful meal, the waiter came back, brought the check. We started taking care of the check. Kathy wanted some of their peach tea. Oh, it was awesome peach tea. He started bringing everything to us, and I started communicating with him, and I said, "Well, would it be all right if I taught you a little lesson in listening up?" This is what I said. Slow motion. Finer than a frog hair, split 4 ways, polished out to a fine sheen, and waxed. Say that 5 times fast. I said, "Have you figured out how to say that 5 times fast yet?" He said, "No, I haven't. I can't do that." I looked over at the girl that he was training, and I said, "Well, I caught him today. He wasn't listening up." She looked at me and said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because all I asked him to do was go that, 5 times fast. That. I never asked him to say how I was doing. I asked him to say that 5 times fast. Question is, are you listening up? Are you paying attention? Dumped on Joe style. From dumpedonjoe.com. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back at the ranch.